Hi folks, morning. Raining again.
Yeah. You're not trying to fish out there.
I'm forced to laugh at your description of holiday makers arriving in Cornwall, Mary. Such cruelty. Appeals to my sadistic nature.
True.
Oh dear. Yeah, we've had a subscriber, Sue, wanting me to pay for your hair doing.
Oh.
But I says you can't have halfpenny and toffee and all.
No.
I went out for lunch yesterday.
Well, sort of tea.
Yeah.
Tea really, wasn't it?
Yeah, trunch.
Trunch, yeah.
There's a new word. Yeah.
Oh dear. And then Tracy came from work, didn't she?
Well, let's start from the beginning.
Okay.
Because Alethea arranged it to get the number 9 bus, which we never get. And she bought us in a little ticket online, so that all she had to do was scan her phone when she went on. Of course, we've got our bus pass. So we went down at 20 to 2 to...
We went over the road.
We did. We thought the bus came from this direction to go up to Pudsey.
Lane.
But when we got to a bus stop over the road, it was going to Horsforth. So we realised it was on the other side, further down. So it's a good job we set off early.
Yeah.
But it got to 20 to 2 when the bus was supposed to come. And of course it never came. And it was 15 minutes.
Yeah, the thing, it just disappeared off at the screen, didn't it? Because it usually tells you it's due, or 5 minutes, or how long it's going to be. But it just disappeared off at the screen and we sat there.
15 minutes.
Yeah.
And I said, there's no way it's going to come now. Buses don't come 15 minutes late, do they? And Alethea says, yes, they do. We wait. We were offered packing it in. And sure enough, it did come.
It did. I mean, I was so surprised.
Which you can see. What happened there?
No idea.
On video.
Is it? It's black video.
Just did something weird then.
Ah.
So we got to Pudsey, to the baths, show you them walking in. There's the pool. The bus was a quarter of an hour late, so it's to be up to get in all right. And this is Pudsey bus station. Yeah. And I'm going to have a look around the park, go walk through the park. And it's warm, I'll tell you. There you go, that's the Pudsey baths, where they went in, and I went for a walk around Pudsey Park. If anybody read my book, will know that I worked here at Pudsey Park in the 60s. In this area here, where they kept all tools and everything, or sheds and stuff.
His roof looks like he's got using.
I would just sat on it like sat in his throat on it.
Like his roof looks like. I know he's still sick, but like his throat looks really well.
Well, I don't know what the hell this is supposed to be now. It's just abandoned. It used to be the greenhouses. Yeah, they've had animals in here, haven't they? But it looks as though it's all been abandoned. Wow. That's sad, isn't it? This is the cenotaph. Opposite the school, Greenside School. There's a little park here, and it's called SPARROW Park. Well, it used to be, I don't know if it still is. There you go. And do you know that bowling green? That it's a funny story. Well, not a funny story, but when I was a kid, because my parents moved up to Pudsey when I was 11. And of course I used to get asthma attacks when I was a kid and be off school. And my dad had, he had a duodenal ulcer, did my dad, in old days. It was a major operation, and I saw the scar. He had the operation, and it was like a zip down the front of his body. It must have been that long, the scar. And he was off work recuperating from this operation, and I was off school with asthma. And we went to that bowling green and sat on one of them benches. I remember it to this day, that. And then I showed you that what was an aviary. Well, when I worked at the park, I don't know, how old would I have been? 17, thereabouts. It would have been about 64, 63. Around about 1963, 64, something like that, when I worked there. And that aviary was the greenhouse, where they grew everything for the park. And then it became an aviary, and obviously they changed it. Because there were
other animals
in
there,
it.
weren't there? Rabbits and...
Well, it was derelict.
I don't know. Other things.
Don't know what's happened to that.
No.
Yeah. And then I walked up.
He got sacked from park for disbudding the...
I did.
Yeah. They told him to disbud the flowers.
The chrysanthemums.
And he thought that meant chopping the heads off.
Well, taking all the buds off. Disbud.
Disbud.
So I did. I disbudded them.
They didn't tell him what disbudding were on.
Well, if they did, I didn't understand. Yeah. I still don't know to this day what I was supposed to do. Anyway, I walked up to the house where my parents moved to. It was the first house they bought, which you'll see. I was 11 when my parents moved here. I'll show you where they moved to. There's a little ginnel here. You won't believe it, but when my parents moved here when I was 11, this was clear. All this was clear. It wasn't full of weeds and bins. It was just clean and tidy. Hiya. Hiya. That used to be a passageway leading round back at Golden Lion, and this here was a bowling green. There. It was a disused bowling green. I'm going to show you the house, if I can remember which one it is. I would say it was this one here, 35. That one there, that's where my parents come to live, and that what first house they bought. My mother was frightened to death when we bought it. Didn't think they could afford it. And you can get round back here onto the front. But it's never was like this. It was never like this. It was clear. Who kept it clear in those days? It's unbelievable. And this is the front. So number 35 it was, wasn't it? There. Where it says PDS Windows over there, that used to be a big grocer's shop. Well, all sorts of stuff, and that they had a bike, a push bike with one of them carriers up front, like you used to see in old days, and I used to deliver for them on a weekend, on a Saturday. And one night, I think, during the week, maybe 2 nights, I don't know. Right opposite was a church, and this where the church was is now, I think it's social housing or over 50s or something. And on the right here, there used to be a big shop, and they sold records. I think it's this one here, Fairbank Hardings. It's actually a music shop. It was a big record shop. What did my first record I ever bought was by Hines. What was it called? I can't remember the title of it. You remember Hines? He had blonde hair. And where that Yorkshire Rose Monumental Masons is, that was Ray Dell's motorbike shop, where I bought a motorbike from. Amazing. We're only just 16 at the time, like, and I worked on that farm at home Firth, and I used to come home on the weekend. That's the back of the houses where I used to live there. Look. I used to have a friend called Mick Wade, and his parents ran that pub and lived in it as well. Golden Lion. Used to be a fantastic DIY shop over there that sold everything. It's all totally different. totally different. Don't know what we're here, but this one, wow. And it, actually, I got taught, that chap in that car that were just parking up when I filmed it, I had a chat with him. He went into the house. He'd been living there 30 years. And I was telling him that back alleyway was immaculate, spotless when I lived there. That had been about 1958.
Everybody used to take pride in the outsides of the
I don't know
properties.
whether it was council's responsibility or whose responsibility it was, but it was kept clean and tidy. Yeah. So I lived there. Well, my parents moved to Littlemore Road before I joined the army. I don't know how long
From 11 to 6,
I was.
15, 16?
No, I think I was 18 when I joined up.
Right.
So 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 7 years. But all of those 7 years weren't in that house.
No,
Because they moved to Littlemore Road.
to offside.
They moved there while I was at army
Yeah,
to Offside Road.
that were a nice house.
You like that?
You lived there when I met him, yeah.
Well, Mum and Dad did. I was in Germany.
Stone built, wasn't they? And you went through the front door and you were in a little hallway and you turned one way to your front room.
Then
And
stairs.
then you went through the front room and the stairs were in the middle of the house, and beyond the stairs was the kitchen, and it had a back door into a little yard, didn't it? I liked it. It was a nice house. Through.
And then I went round, showed you the shop where I used to deliver for on bike. The record shop where I bought that record by Heinz. You remember Heinz? I don't know what the song were called. I've forgotten it.
I can't remember.
Heinz had blonde hair.
Yeah. Were he German?
I don't know.
Well, it sounds like German, doesn't it, Heinz?
Then Ray Dell's, where I bought my motor. Well, did I buy it? Yeah, I did. Bought a BSA. C15. BSA C15. C15. I think it was. And then back.
To meet us.
Yeah, and then the Weatherby Whaler. We're coming to Weatherby Whaler for some fish and chips. That's my gluten-free fish and chips. That's normal. And I won't show you, oh go on, show you leaf, yeah. Coujons, chicken coujons and chips. And a glass of Sauvignon for me. There you go. And while we were in the Weatherby Whaler, Tracy rang Alethea to ask her if we were still there, and she said she'd come and pick us up. So we said, why don't you have tea here while you're here? And then she did. She come and she had fish and chips, and it was funny because no sooner had Tracy sat down than somebody,
A colleague of hers from
work arrived
with her
mum and dad.
That was strange.
Yeah. So that were our day yesterday. Very nice.
Yeah, what?
It
Yeah,
was a
we
nice
sat
day
in
as well.
Weatherby Whaler for ages, didn't we?
Yeah. Cost a bit.
It did. Well, there were 4 of us.
Yeah,
They were only like £20 each, wasn't it?
yeah. £20 each.
Mm.
You had you and Alethea had a pudding,
Yeah,
and I had another glass of wine.
I had a cherry surprise.
Gee, that was a big
It were in a like
sweetie
a,
pudding with that.
yeah, it were in like one of them
Glass, big glass.
dishes.
Yeah.
I didn't realise it was going to be like that when I ordered it.
Mm.
But it would cherries and jelly,
Right.
with ice cream on and a bit of cream on top. A lot of cream on top.
So you can't have your hair done and have all that as well.
No.
So,
We had a good time at Baths. It
You
was
enjoyed
called a fun session, because there were people in there with little balls, throwing them about, and them long things, and a few other things.
yeah.
So there wasn't a right lot of room to swim. But
Well, because of that many people in
yeah,
school
well,
holidays.
they
and
were.
stuff.
Parents were there with kiddies, and there were people diving at top end, which normally when we go to swimming pools it always says no diving,
Right.
but there it said diving at top end.
Yeah.
Mm. So,
But in the 60s they used to cover that in winter, that swimming pool, or a dance hall. When they used to play Dave Clark Fives, Glad All Over, do you remember? They used to go, stamp your feet, I'm feeling glad all over, and that floor used to bounce up and down. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, right. So, anything else to report, Patricia?
don't think so.
No?
No, I don't think so.
Okie
Well,
dokie.
Tracy got some lovely flowers.
Oh, yeah.
Some I caught Judge
Yeah.
that she were working with
Yeah, I
for
caught Judd.
about 3 or 4 weeks. She's been working with them 2 days a week, hasn't she? Oh, a badge.
It's not a barge, actually,
Oh,
that.
was that
The riverboat.
a riverboat?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, she'd been on a big trial, and Judge had come up from London, hadn't he, for a trial.
Yeah,
And bought 3 of them.
yeah.
Three of them, flowers and
ushers
chocolates.
that shared the job, and caught
They're there at window. I don't know if you can see them at window.
Yeah,
Well, showing it right.
yeah, I think so. Just
Yeah.
some sunflowers and some
Mm.
labioli and some other flower that I don't know the name of.
Yeah, really good.
Yeah. Oh,
Okay.
I think that's it.
So all being well, we'll see you tomorrow, folks.
Yes.
Bye.